All right, what's up, everybody?
Hello.
I don't know if we got the new theme song in or not, but
I doubt it.
if you're watching the live stream, you heard it anyway before the stream started,
Cool.
so that's on there. Episode 50, dude.
Episode 50.
That's kind of wild that we got there.
It's pretty wild. We always set out to we started this going, oh, well, we live near each other. We're close friends anyways.
Yeah, it was like
we
right
both
before
already
Mania.
watch wrestling.
Yeah,
It was before Mania 40,
would
right?
have been before 40.
Would have
yeah.
been 40, yeah.
During that build up with The
Yeah.
Rock and all that,
Which was
shit.
such a good time to start the show.
Yeah,
And we just got lucky because we started covering stuff because we would have covered it if it was all shit everywhere because we just like wrestling and it's fun.
right.
And if it was shitty product, then we probably would be sitting here playing No Mercy every week or something, but we'd still be doing this. But the way it's panned out has been really cool, man. It's been
Yeah.
really special.
Yeah. We're trying to adjust things visually.
Yeah.
We're adding things all the time, basically.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Trying to make the experience better.
Yep. Trying to make the experience
whether
better.
people watch it or not. You know what I mean?
Hey, some people watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just cool, man.
Dude,
it's cool to be at 50. It happened fast.
Yeah, and I what I like about doing this kind of thing is it forces you to watch wrestling with the critical eye too.
You watch it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this with music too, because
Mm-hmm.
people were, there's people that like listen to music for their entire life, but they never play an instrument,
Yeah.
right?
And they still learn stuff about music just by the nature of listening to it all the time. Yeah.
But I think as a musician, naturally, you're listening to it differently.
For sure.
And whether
Without
you-
a doubt.
Yeah. And you're kind of like this analyst
And,
version of,
and let me tell you, the further that goes, your way you listen to music changes. Like,
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was like to listen to music when I was a little kid.
exactly. Right.
And I didn't know any music theory or play any instruments.
Yeah.
But then I learned drums, and it changed how I listened to instruments.
Yeah, because you're thinking about what they're doing, and I think when you talk about something like this all the time, it gives you that dimension of like, oh, I know
Absolutely.
what's going on.
Yeah,
but,
and
and it's not like we're experts as
nope,
far as wrestling.
we've just
goes.
watched it so much and studied
yeah.
things about wrestling from guys that are wrestlers in this space. You know, people that like, we're really lucky we live in the era we live in because we're able to not be wrestlers ourselves, but still have a valuable perspective to contribute to the whole overall community of wrestling as just the perspective of fans who have seen a ton. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's it. Like, I would never try to say that I know more about what it takes to wrestle from the perspective of a wrestler. That's so
Sure,
stupid.
sure.
I would never even say I know what it takes to be a wrestler because I never wrestled.
It's interesting too. 'Cause
I
like
just know it's hard.
a lot
you
of
know?
wrestling podcasts are just, and like they're interviewing actual wrestlers, which is
Sure.
great. And a
Yeah.
lot of times you want that, but sometimes you want a fan perspective too. you know, and
Yeah.
sometimes
Well, the
it's
fan
fun to-
perspective does matter. That's
Yeah.
the misconception. Or, well, I guess it's not, but sometimes it is within WWE specifically.
Sure.
Because it's like, they'll just say, I wish people would just fuck off and watch the show. And it's like, yeah, but you don't get to do what you're doing without fans' approval, though.
Who's the show for?
Who's the show for? Is it for you to just jerk your own dick? Or is it for the fucking fans you're telling to just shut up?
right?
You know? And that's where I'm like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole point is just, it definitely makes you watch a lot of stuff differently when you realize you're going to have to talk about it. It ties into music again because, like, I've been playing an instrument literally my entire life. I don't have memories where I wasn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I was probably 15 or 14 or something when I actually started
like, really
playing.
playing guitar. Brother, I was 6 when I got my
Yeah,
first
yeah.
drum set.
Yeah, but it's
but
like-
my only point I'm getting at with all that, because that don't matter how long anybody's playing. The point is just you'll spend time playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you'll have an internal dialogue with yourself going on as you're learning it and you're analyzing it, right?
Right.
But so much is going to happen intuitively that then you go to teach someone else how to do it, and you have to learn how to communicate
Yes.
what, you know what I mean? And that is,
Yeah, a lot of it's terminology and things like that too. And
yep. But to me, that's the difference. That's what's happening here is I've watched wrestling for a long, long time.
Yeah,
Literally as long as I've been playing music, I've been watching wrestling often, right?
yeah, I think it would be interesting to try to wrestle, you know?
I'd love to.
And because
I'd
like,
get injured immediate.
yeah,
There's
I
no
remember,
doubt about it. It's
'cause
not like I'm athletic.
I watched a lot of the UFC in like
Yeah.
08, 09, that kind of era.
Sure.
And I learned a lot of jujitsu from watching it. And then I
Yep.
went to a jujitsu gym and like a couple of these guys were like, how long have you been doing this? You know?
Yeah.
Because, it's like, oh, I don't know, like right now.
Yeah. You're like,
you know, like I just
never,
started.
but I've been
I've
watching for
watched a
years.
lot. Yeah. So I knew a lot
You
of
have
techniques.
you have a leg up as far as like knowing what anything is. You
Yeah.
just hadn't felt what it feels like to do that stuff with your body.
Right. Well,
And
I had
that's-
practiced like with, my cousin or whatever.
Oh, sure.
fucking
Whatever.
around, but
yeah. But you know what I mean.
yeah.
And that's the same
It's
thing.
different when you get in with someone who knows what they're doing, though.
Yeah.
You know, like the weight is totally different. Like they are putting pressure on you,
Oh, yeah.
but you can still figure out how to pull off a triangle choke or something, you know?
Yep. If you know what one is and what common
Exactly,
setups
yeah,
are for and
yeah.
shit. Yep.
So
Yep.
it would be interesting to try it, but man, I don't know. Maybe too
Now,
late.
probably too late, brother.
Yeah.
We're both not in our primes
My
physically,
knees,
bro.
I don't think my knees would like that.
No, my knees for sure won't like it.
With all that being said, if it's your first time here, welcome. We do this live every 2 weeks, and we, just chat about what has happened over that amount of time. And sometimes that's tough
Yeah.
because it's a long time gap.
Yes. Especially like this one where it was like,
When a bunch of things happen, and you
Yeah.
have, major events that happen throughout the course of the couple weeks.
yes. But but then it's another thing. Like all fairness, like I wasn't here for the last episode.
Yeah.
Now, I had a valid reason why.
Mm-hmm.
My band was doing stuff that's like wicked crazy and I had to do that.
Yeah.
But
I basically just ranted about Raw.
But you saved my ass on that one. But the point is, that means I haven't been able to be here to talk about this stuff for a month. You know?
Well, yeah, that's true. Right.
And so it's like, what do I come here with notes to talk about?
That's the thing is the 2 weeks adds up fast.
It does. So we just try to do our best to cover, whatever's going on closest to when we're going to start shooting.
Right.
Because what else can you do? You got to stay current,
So
Plus,
if
that's
you
what
are-
we're here is to talk about current stuff.
Yeah. So if you are new here,
Yeah.
the show's on Spotify, it's on YouTube, it's on all those
Yep.
places. We
It's on
stream it
everything.
live on Twitch and YouTube. My name is Seth. This is my buddy Dave.
That's right. Yeah. How do we do this? We go, "Oi."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. You got to go.
If you would like to support us, please head over to w.gg and use the promo code ClearShots. That'll get you 10% off your whole order. It's good stuff.
We have so many cans of this
It's
shit all over
everywhere,
the-
dude. It's like on the floor under
actually
me.
use it and love it. Yeah, it is actually on the floor under
It's
you.
crazy. It's everywhere.
Yeah. That's funny.
But yeah, it gets you 10% off your whole order, and it is good. It's good stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And that helps us out. And any other way you can help us out, please do. Likes, subscribes, all that stuff.
All that stuff
helps.
works. Yep. Comments. If you see our shorts pop up on Instagram or TikTok
Or
or
right
any
now,
of that
if
stuff,
you're,
or right
if
now
you're
in here,
watching live,
just
chat
come,
with us.
come on in.
So let's
Yeah,
start with
we're gonna
elimination
get
chamber.
to it. Elimination chamber.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go over it.
It started with the women's chamber.
There's 4 matches, right? Women's chamber,
Yep.
which I thought was the better of the two, personally.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, we'll talk about how overall I thought about it, but
Sure.
yeah, Rhea won the women's chamber match.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people weren't really excited
Some
about
people
that.
were weird about it, and I was like, I don't get the hate. It's Rhea.
Yeah.
Like she's not shitty.
Yeah. That's the thing is
She's one of the best, and she's in her prime, and she's still going at the top level.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you be like, don't give her that shot? Like, and on top of that, because look at the newer talent, they used the match to get elevated.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, you have her win,
Yes.
but they still made multiple newer talents like elevate in that match.
That's the key there for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. They did the same with the men's as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because who won the men's? Randy did, right?
Orton did, yeah.
Orton, which I love.
That
Because
was
it's like
that was a cool move.
I thought it was cool.
Unexpected,
Yeah,
kind of.
unexpected. But on top of that, it was the same deal. They got to showcase a couple young guys that are on the massive upswing, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's cool.
Yeah, I thought the match was good. I actually thought
Yeah.
both chamber matches were pretty good. I didn't have like a major problems with any of them. Honestly, there wasn't like
Any
lot of
match on the card?
nitpicky type of shit with
Because
the
there's
chamber
4.
matches.
Oh,
at
with,
least.
with both chamber matches. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
have any major nitpicks or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were the best chamber matches that have ever happened or anything.
No.
They were just solid. They were, as a lot of guys will say, they were good pieces of business.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did everything they needed to do. They accomplished all the setups they were looking for.
Yeah.
They built feuds out of it and shit. Like it was all good.
I'll say
Yeah.
they put the right guys in the matches though.
Me
you know?
too. Yeah, I think so. Guy and girl. Yeah,
I think Logan being in that was a smart move. And
me
then-
too. And he was sick.
Yeah, yeah.
He was good in
I
it.
saw backstage or like extra footage of him like drawing on the chamber window there.
Dude, he's always so good with that shit. He's always so good with
Drew a
the
little stick
extras.
figure Kevin Owens. That's pretty funny, dude.
So what were the other 2 matches though? There was a women's
so-
match, right?
Becky and AJ.
Becky and AJ, yeah. And I felt like AJ my only 2 real things to say about that was, again, decent match. I had no problem with how it went.
Yeah.
But it started with AJ clearly being like a little rusty. You could tell she definitely is in good shape, definitely still trained. It's not like she's shitty.
Yeah.
But it was like you could tell maybe there was nerves or something because it's her first singles match in so many years. But
Yeah.
she caught up quick, and then the end half of the match was way smoother, in my opinion.
Yeah, something just wasn't there. I think that whole feud was a miss for me, honestly.
Yeah, I guess so.
It felt weird. It didn't really carry a lot of weight, and it felt like the characters were going a little overboard with who they were. We talked about Becky.
We
and
talked
how,
about it, yeah.
You know,
And
she
I love
maybe-
Becky, but
Yeah.
I like the work that they're doing on social media more than the work they do on the
Yeah.
mic live.
Yeah.
You know, and not that either of them are bad on the mic. They're okay, but on social media, everybody's been just crushing it. There's been
just
so
felt-
much funny shit on social
I
media.
think the whole feud felt pedestrian to me for some reason.
Hmm.
There wasn't anything that really made it feel like it mattered that much, you know?
Sure, I agree. And it was quick. It was like
It's
they
like, yeah,
started feuding, and then instantly
Yeah,
she
that's
goes
true.
over and gets the belt. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what was supposed to make it matter was the belt, but it felt like it was more about them than the belt.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right about that. I feel like the biggest, most important thing of the whole night, though, was that's Elimination Chamber was AJ, right? AJ and Gunther was the third match, or was that the pay-per-view prior? No, it was the Royal Rumble. Royal
That would've
Rumble
been
was
Royal
that.
Rumble, yeah.
So then, what was the 4th match? I'm bugging. Or 3rd match?
CM Punk.
It was. That's right.
Yeah.
It was Punk and Finn.
Yep.
Punk and Finn. Yeah, I'm
Which
bugging.
his entrance was cool with the Chicago Bulls,
Yeah.
the Eye in the
Okay.
Sky.
First off, that's
That
the
was
best
sweet.
entrance ever. Just because my favorite entrance anybody's ever had is specifically the Jordan Bulls in like 1996, 97,
Yeah.
coming out to fucking
Alan Parsons.
Alan Parsons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit is so good. And that just like
It's a-
the way that they're in that arena and the lights come out as you start hearing whenever the song started, I was like, they're really doing this.
Yeah.
And having him like just coming out of his locker room to it and like getting ready, I thought that was so sick, dude.
Yeah, I thought that was
Such a cool, and it's just a cool tribute to Chicago, you know?
Yeah, dude, I still get chills hearing that song.
Oh,
now.
yeah. For us as kids that grew up
Yeah.
as children like children seeing Jordan in that era. It was like he was a god. Like you saw that shit and you're like, he's different.
Yeah.
That team is different than every other team in the league because they're coming out to that setup.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
different.
was like 8 years old and I was still
Bro,
like,
yeah.
this guy just, I don't know what are we?
Yeah. But yeah, so that was my favorite part from the whole pay-per-view. I'm glad you brought it up. Was
Yeah.
literally just him doing the Chicago Bulls 90s entrance. I was like, no way.
Yeah, the match wasn't bad. you know?
Match was fine. I love Finn, and we'll get to that.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah, Finn's been,
the best thing that happened, in my opinion, other than that, was Danhausen debut. Because
this
it's
is
gonna
hilarious.
be perfect.
Yeah.
People are going to look back on this and it's going to blow them away because everybody is baked in to hate anything to do with the box just because of
I said
fucking,
that on the last show.
Yep.
I was like, they have had a bad track record with
with boxes,
things.
bro. Yeah, boxes are terrible.
Yeah.
And they found the exact one guy on earth other than R-Truth who can come out of a box and he's going to get over.
Yeah.
There is no way around it. And sure enough, he comes out of the box. He does the most Danhausen entrance you've ever seen, dude. Comes out of a box and does his shit and a little poof of gag pyro that's trash in front of him. And then he just disappears. And you're like, okay. And when I saw that, I was so hyped and I'm going, finally.
Yeah.
And like the crowd was booing. Like,
Yeah, well-
and I'm like, it's okay. Cause he's gonna be on Raw the next day. He's gonna say one line and they're gonna just hear what his voice sounds like and they're gonna go, best comedy act in wrestling now.
Yeah.
It took a promo and he's already over.
It happened too.
It happened too. He did that one promo, instant over. He immediately was on SmackDown and did another segment with Miz, and now his merch is like top 5 in the store.
Yeah, it was instant.
Yep, just 0 to top 5 merch sales.
You know, it's the reality is it's a case of people didn't know who he was. Oh, and
that's it.
I think there's also Jericho hype still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But people are gonna it's gonna take a year for people to really understand the full spectrum of just how hilarious and just what Danhausen really is and what he does. And once they really understand that, they're going to look back on him being the guy that came out of a box as the most Danhausen shit ever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
They're going to be like,
sure.
of course he came out of a fucking box.
It really
Yeah.
is a unique character in a lot of ways. And
So good, dude.
yeah, I think as soon as he gave his Demandhausens, I
It's it.
think that was when everybody
It's
was
over.
like,
You're already made,
oh,
man.
okay.
Yep, that's all it took.
You have a list of Demandhausens.
And he's been crushing ever since. He's been all over social media. He's been commenting on people's posts and shit. This guy gets it. He understands everything about the business in a way that like almost no one else does because everybody else is caught up on trying to have these 5-star matches. And he's going, I don't know if I'll ever have to wrestle. And I'm going to sell more merch than everybody.
He almost doesn't have to, right?
He doesn't. He can just point at people and say they're cursed and say a bunch of funny shit backstage and he'll have a job for eternity.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And they can do a lot of things
They'll
with that,
never
too.
fire him. He will be with WWE for the rest of his life. They'll never let him go
Yeah.
because the merchandising capability of that guy is 1 in a billion.
Yeah. His
1 in
merch
a
is
billion.
pretty cool, too. I don't
His
know.
merch is cool. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I guess I could
And
look
it's
at it,
only
but-
going to get better because he's a full-blown comedy god. So
Yeah, and like he's so like,
oh
70%. Oh shit.
glass shattering savings. Take a guess if the OG Austin 316 shirt's on here for sale right now. Hey, look at that.
$9.99.
316 day coming up. Look at that one of him with his, look at the bottom
Oh yeah,
right.
that's right. It is.
I mean, the fuck fear one's cool, but the bottom right's just him pissed with his finger out.
That is so good, dude.
That's such a random
What are
shirt.
the cheap ones? Because that's the only thing I'm willing to pay. Is,
the coolest hat in the shop right now, too. The old Nitro hat.
see, this
instant.
is all. What? $8.99 is a steal. Is that what?
Yeah, that's a $25 hat for $9. Look at that cool Undertaker shirt, old school Undertaker.
I thought they were gonna give me Austin shit, but that's
there's some
kind of cool.
but-
yeah. Wait, that's not a. I mean, dude, that's a good price, but they're gonna hit you with like they're gonna
what
hit you
is
with like
that?
$28
MFT?
shipping.
That
that's
looks
stupid
like-
MFT shit. It's like MJF. Dude.
Yeah, that's so lame.
Yeah, the in your house hat is actually
Okay,
sick.
that's the best hat. My bad. That's the best hat in the shop.
I was actually.
Is that a Larry bracelet? Oh, it's Connor's Cure.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
cool.
They should
That's
do the-
that's
they should do
also cool.
They should also have the Larry bracelet though.
Yeah.
another
Look
Connor.
at that old school Ultimate Warrior hat. No
It's
way.
crazy, dude. Yeah. Oh, well, I thought
Hollywood rules, bro. Look at that. Scroll down to that.
I thought they were
That's
going to show me.
unbelievable. Keep going. Right there. Look at that. That's so stupid. Detroit 316? Why?
Yeah, like what is going on?
These are
That's-
just
that's
shirts
just
they've been
absolutely
sitting on forever.
crazy,
That's
yeah.
the most trash shirt design possible.
I just wanted to see Danhausen.
Oh,
which
they have them.
I figured it would be right here, but
Just type in Dan. That's, dude.
top sellers.
Yeah, cursed. That's the shit. That's all you needed.
Yeah,
that's literally all he needed was that one shirt, and it came out and went,
$34, dude. $34 is crazy.
And they're just and a big league pillow wrestler, and it's just hand over fist
Oh, yeah,
all day
dude.
and night, 24/7.
$60. Oh man, if it wasn't $60, I'd put one right here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We'll have to throw in on it,
$60 is crazy, dude.
but
That's
it's
like,
not. But it's only 30 when we both pay 30.
There you go.
Got to have that Danhausen fucking big league guy.
It's actually not a bad idea.
That's wicked hilarious. Yeah, dude. I love Danhausen. I already did. I thought this dude was hilarious,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
so glad he's
good
in
for him,
WWE.
dude. Yeah, seriously.
So good for him. So happy for him. I hope he makes millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah,
He's
And
guaranteed. He probably already
millions.
has. I wouldn't be surprised if he already made $1 million because he's been in the company for what, 2 weeks, and his merch is just whatever he has. It's just nonstop, constant
Right.
selling.
Yeah, dude. It's fun watching like some of his old
Yup.
clips come up on YouTube and stuff like that, and on even like on Facebook, I'm seeing him. It's like everywhere.
That's cool. Yeah, he's everywhere, man.
But that could be my algo pushing,
Could be.
dude. It's like all I ever see now is wrestling. Like I can't even keep up with like NFL free agency anymore. It's just
Oh,
all
dude, I
wrestling
don't see
shit.
wrestling. I see butt naked. You're not seeing the nudity, but you can tell they're naked, soaking wet, meth head guys just shaking and staring at the camera and shit. And then a guy with no arms, and then
Yeah,
another
like-
soaking wet meth head guy. And I'm like, why? I never searched for it one time. My algorithm is destroyed. And you know whose fault it is? It's fucking Wes's fault.
Yeah, he does.
Wes sends me the most shot shit. And then my feed is ruined. And I love
stop-
it.
like-
Thank you, Wes. Don't
Yeah.
stop.
He does that, and then I go through my Instagram, and it's just like he's got like 70 messages sent to
Yep.
me, and I'm
And
like,
they're all
there's no way I can
wet
watch all of it.
guys,
Yeah.
deformed guys, weird singing guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I love it.
I get a lot of incidents too, like people breaking bones and
Oh, yeah.
fights and shit.
Of
like street
course, of
fights.
course. Yep.
But
But wrestling is plenty of my
it's
feed.
just so much wrestling.
And good.
Yeah, I mean,
Not complaining.
that's fine. Sometimes the problem is it spoils some shit for me.
That is a problem. That is a problem. Is watching WWE and you're like, oh, I have to watch it tomorrow.
I
Don't
usually
spoil
watch
it
it the
for
next
me.
day.
You know,
Yeah.
I usually do too. And then I go, hope I don't get it spoiled. And I happen to turn on social
Instantly,
media
it's-
while it's happening, and they go, we spoiled everything live. Oh, thanks, guys. Yep.
But
Cool.
it's good though. For one thing, because we'll talk about it later. But
Yeah.
because I didn't get to watch Dynamite last night, and I did get to watch a match because it came up on my feed, and it was incredible, dude.
What was it?
It was Speedball and Kyle Fletcher, dude. It's one of the best matches I've seen
like
in like a
ages.
long time, dude.
Yeah, Speedball is incredible.
was, like,
and obviously Kyle Fletcher's
The
incredible.
pacing was great and it was creative. Like the reversals were creative, the spots were creative. Like it's things you just don't see it every day. And Kyle Fletcher, dude, he's just on fire right now.
Yeah.
As like a TV performer, he's just phenomenal.
He's unbelievable. He's one of the best guys in AEW.
But Speedball is mega underrated, that guy. Like
I would agree with that.
he never got quite what he deserved.
I knew he was good just by reputation.
He's
first,
always
right?
been good. Yeah.
Then we started watching stuff on TNA sometimes when he was in TNA before the WWE thing. And he blew our minds. Wicked bad. And then right after that, he ended up in AEW. And now, dude, people are gonna learn. And with matches like he just had with Kyle Fletcher, they're learning
It's
already.
a match you have to watch.
Yeah.
It was from last
You
night's
have to
Dynamite.
watch it. There's always one match on a Dynamite. Like every time, that's the difference.
Yeah.
WWE has wrestlers that are characters that you like to follow. You get attached to the characters, right? Almost like watching a TV show.
Yeah.
Even if the matches aren't 5-star,
It doesn't have to be.
it doesn't have to be, but the stories will be very thick and you're following characters, right? AEW, there will be characters you follow as well. But aside from characters you follow, there's always like one match every show that you've just got to see because of just the match that took place in the ring.
Yeah. I agree.
know?
And the week before that.
And that sometimes happens in WWE, but it like always happens in AEW.
It's every week. Yeah.
It's every fucking week.
The week before that, they opened the show with a world title match. And so this one was interesting because you know that you got MJF and Hangman coming up. So you have MJF defend the title in the first match of the show against Kevin Knight. And it's interesting because as a fan, you're like, okay, well, they're definitely going to let, Kevin Knight's going to lose.
Yeah, sure.
But what's really interesting about it is you can just say, no, he's not,
Yeah.
You could throw a wrench in this if you really wanted to.
Yep.
And even though you have all these graphics built up for the pay-per-view you're hyping up,
Who cares?
you can still
That's
change
the
it.
tools to convince everybody you're not going to do it.
Yes. But now the thing that I was thinking about it is it doesn't work as well with AEW. I think that works better with WWE, where you can make a giant like OMG moment and have it go out to social media, and now everybody's going, oh my God,
agree.
what?
I agree.
Like that effect is not gonna happen.
They just proved
with
that.
AEW.
They literally just proved it.
Yeah.
By having Cody Rhodes beat Drew McIntyre
Right.
and get the title back.
Right.
And it pissed people off.
Yeah.
It pissed a ton of people off.
Yes.
But it still did that. It
Yep.
still was this, what? They're seriously having Drew lose it right now on a
Yes.
Raw out of nowhere, this close to Mania?
It
What are they
gets,
doing?
Social media reactions, comments, all that stuff. Engagement.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
And that's the strategy.
And I
And it
understand why
gives-
people are pissed because they want to see Drew get his flowers for that.
Sure.
But it's not like it's going to be shitty seeing Cody and Randy. There's no way.
No, of course.
So, but anyways,
But it also gives Cody another title.
Yeah.
It's this many time champion.
I
That's
think
the
he's
goal
going to
on a lot of
legit
these
lose
things.
to Randy. I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
I
I think he might turn heel on Randy.
that would be nice, dude. He's
Yeah.
been this white meat baby face the whole
I know,
time.
dude. I know. And it's coming. I don't think he's going to do what Cena did and just never turn. You know what I mean? I think he'll turn.
Yeah. Well, he's
too good as a heel not to.
exactly,
You know?
exactly. Well, that's the thing though. Cena was never a heel. It
Yeah.
was not really the thing.
Even
Cody
when he tried to be a heel, he couldn't. Even when he tried to be a heel, he couldn't be, because his attempt to be a heel was him doing the like thugonomics thing, and it was arguably the most over he ever was in his whole career.
Yeah.
Because he went, I'm gonna talk shit to all these guys and do heel shit, and people went, nope, you're the coolest guy in the company. And it's like, okay,
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting that you could do that. Like, have this title match, and yes, like we're definitely hyping up this match at a pay-per-view. But
sure,
what if we just did this?
Yep.
You know?
yeah, but it only works if you make it believable. That like, no, that's not true. No, I take that back. I was going to say it only works if you make it believable that the guy could lose. But the whole point is to make it believable that the guy can't lose. Then in the match, you tease that he might actually lose and you turn the crowd and make them believe that, oh, wait a minute, they're really going to do this.
I think what makes...
Then you go back and you have MJF win. But.
Well, what makes matches that are title matches on a weekly show so, like... there's so much gravity to it is that there's a possibility that they can lose.
Yep.
All the time. There's always a possibility that they can lose.
Always a possibility, yeah.
That's what I just think it's a really smart thing to throw in there. Not only the fact that there's already their world title match on their weekly show, which doesn't happen as much in WWE.
True.
But the fact that you could also just throw that crazy wrench in that situation.
Yep.
But most people want to see MJF and Hangman.
Yeah,
You know
they want to see that, so they're like, please don't fuck that up.
Yeah, and I see a lot of people say like AEW doesn't have the star power, and it's like, what are you talking about, dude? You have like Swerve Strickland, you have Kyle Fletcher, you
Hangman, Kenny Omega, MJF,
Samoa Joe, like all these guys.
God, yeah, I forgot he was there.
Dude,
Samoa Joe for sure
names.
is a huge name. Then that's not even including guys like Edge and Moxley and shit.
Yeah,
well,
you can't.
Cope, but you know what I mean, Christian.
Yeah, you can't make that argument. Sorry.
No,
I don't buy that one.
No, and they're doing the best thing they could do, which is build their own homegrown stars out of guys like Hangman and Darby Allin and shit. You know, MJF. All these dudes are talking about Swerve. They're homegrown guys there.
Swerve has been fantastic.
Oh my God, he's one of the best guys in the company.
His character arc's just been.
He's one of the best in the whole company. I think he's one of the best in the world.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think it's weird, but I legit think he's underutilized. And that's so stupid to say, but he's good enough to be the guy in AEW.
Yeah, as much as I like Hangman, like
I
can skip over a segment if I have to, you know what I mean?
But and Hangman feels like he's supposed to be the guy.
Yes.
With MJF supposed to be like the
guy.
foil. Yeah. But Swerve and Hangman are really your two guys.
Yeah.
You know?
With Swerve, MJF, and Fletcher.
Oh, and Will Ospreay's there.
And Will Ospreay, yeah.
Well, he's been out on injury, right?
He's out right now.
That sucks. I hope he makes full recovery, dude.
Some of those guys I just can't not pay attention to when they're on.
How do you not? Yeah.
So I think there is star power over there. I think it's a stupid argument when people make it.
I don't think it's even an argument. People will say it, but it holds no water.
Well,
it has no weight.
And I talked about that also a couple of weeks ago. It's this tribalism where...
Yeah, the tribalism is just dead. It has to die. There's people clinging on to it, but it doesn't exist anymore because both companies are good.
And the reality is you cannot like the show.
Don't watch WWE. That's okay. You don't have to like it, but it doesn't make it objectively bad.
You can't.
It means you prefer one over the other, and that's fine. I prefer both. Genuinely, like I don't have a preference. I just like good wrestling of a bunch of different types,
and they're made to be different.
Whether it's good stories, good matches, good comedic segments.
Sure,
you know what I mean. I don't care as long as it's entertaining.
But they're meant to be different shows. They're different demographics.
And I think WWE has been kind of doing their own formula for a while. You know what I mean? And they've fucked with the formula a lot the past couple of years, honestly. But it's definitely felt formulaic as of late. Like we've talked about that.
Sure.
Whereas AEW has also been trying to get their formula dialed in, and their formula has been missing at one point. And ever since like All in Texas, where Hangman won the belt off Mox, they've been in the best era of the company, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
Like they have it dialed in now, and they just need to be running how they are for years to come, and they'll be around forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fantastic.
And their women's division's crazy. And
I've been watching
too.
Oh, dude, it's great. Yeah.
It's so good.
The thing is, their roster's huge because they can pull from all these other companies.
Yeah.
And, you know, they have.
But they have good talent. I would say that's something WWE has right now that is almost a problem for them, is how good the talent roster is.
Sure.
You know?
Well, there's a reason these guys are going to WWE too. Like, there's a reason they want these guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So on Raw this week, Rollins and the Masked Man thing has been kind of weird.
A little bit.
And then I think the segment they did on Raw this week was pretty cool. I think it was interesting the way they like kind of like did this weird confusing whatever they were doing, tornado of people.
Oh, yeah.
To try and like get him to. It's almost like this disappearing.
It seems like Rollins almost pulling a page out of Sting's old book in WCW.
Yeah, it's
using the
interesting.
mind games of different masked guys and stuff.
Yeah. I think that was executed pretty well. It was kind of a little awkward, like
A little awkward, but
I mean,
it
what are you
paid
gonna
off
do?
okay, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, how can you really choreograph that? They're like, oh wait, they're like bumping into each other and shit, and it's like,
Yeah,
okay.
that was a little awkward, for sure, for sure.
But yeah, I think that like ultimately the whole thing it was a little weird until you kind of now understand where it was going.
Mm-hmm.
It dragged on for a little too long, I think, maybe.
I would agree with that
But-
a lot.
Yeah, and it's weird, dude. I'm surprised nobody like went into a Raw with just black pants and a black hoodie and just jumped the.
Yeah, and just got in on it. Why would you not?
Yeah, just have the ski mask
Yeah.
in like the hoodie pocket.
They'll be
or
like, "Are you
something.
the guy?" And you go, "Yeah," and you get in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You just
I'm with-
lie and go, "Yeah."
I'm with talent relations.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with Rollins.
Yeah, dude. I think it's a bunch of guys that Rollins knows, like, you know,
Sure.
it's
Talent from his school
Sure.
and shit.
I think
Probably.
that's what it is. Well, that one guy that they unmasked was like,
Yes.
they did a bunch of like research to find out who the guy was.
Yep.
It's so funny too. They just
I
like
love that.
unmasked random guy. And
Much
he's
smart
like,
guy. Yeah. That's so funny.
oh
dude.
my God. It's just like, okay.
I don't know what you have left.
I was just going to talk about Raw a little bit.
Here's why I say that though. If we're gonna talk about Raw, do you just want to get right into it?
I don't know. You got
Like
something
the
about-
big thing?
Well, we'll go to that. Well, I got
We'll
one more
save
thing.
it.
One
We'll
more
save it. Yeah, go for it.
Because before that, there was a gauntlet match. and I
Yes.
thought that was pretty cool. You
Yeah.
don't see gauntlet matches too much anymore.
And when you do, sometimes they feel a little dragged out.
yeah,
Like, why are you doing this? But this one was good, I thought.
it was Lyra and Io that started.
Yes.
As much as I like Lyra, she felt really.
There's something missing right now with her, and I don't know what it is.
She felt like she was questioning herself a lot, like slowing down on her runs to the ropes. Like, I don't know if she was out of position for some things.
When she was feuding with Becky, that was the best stuff
Yeah,
she had done.
Yeah.
I thought her feud with Becky was really elevating her, but then she started the I don't know what's going on with Bailey. It feels like they're abandoning the whole Bailey losing her mind thing.
They completely did. Yeah.
Like they completely abandoned that. And now Lyra's just because of it, Lyra almost feels like she's in
Lost, right.
Yeah, she's uncertain.
Right, because they took
territory.
away the only storyline she was
Like the
really.
story they were giving her a part of.
Yeah.
And then they went, it's not working. Fuck that. Which is intelligent. That's what you do. Like if they were seeing things behind the scenes to give them the idea that the stuff with Bailey wasn't working, that's what you do is you go, let's act like that never happened. And you just go and
Yeah.
people will tell funny stories about it years from now, but the fans are going to be way happier if we don't do this.
Yeah.
And that's correct.
I just felt like she seemed unsure of herself in the ring this week for some reason.
I agree. And again, I think I hope she's good. And I think that
I'm wondering if it's
she's
like a
just
confidence hit or something.
Yeah.
The thing that so her theme song, right?
Mhm.
They developed this whole theme song obviously with crowd participation in mind, but it doesn't seem like the crowd ever resonates with the crowd. Like they
No.
don't seem to grasp the cues in the in the music. And so it's very hard for her to get this music to kind of grab onto the audience for some reason.
yeah.
And I don't know if she needs to change it or what, but
I think she could use
some kind of refresh maybe.
she could use a refresh, yeah. That's what I think anyways. I feel like
it's really frustrating because I'm like, all right, are they going to do the woos at the right time? because like
No.
the crowd just never can figure it out.
No.
And I think it was I don't know if it's a musical design issue or what the
Could be.
problem there is.
Could be. Something's not connecting.
Yeah, it just isn't. And because the crowd wants to do it because they do like Lyra. You know what I mean?
That's the thing is it doesn't seem like the crowd has turned on her. She's
Right.
still in good crowd favor.
Yeah.
Because she's good. Like, it's not like we don't know she can go and she
Right.
can talk and stuff.
She's a
It's just
likable character too.
That's right. She just seems like she's in lost territory right now. And she's just trying to figure out, it feels like they have nothing for her. So they're just putting her in stuff.
Yeah.
And
This week it
that's
just-
got to get frustrating.
The whole thing for me with her this week, it just felt like it's like when you're watching a video and the audio is a little bit behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just felt
You're
like
like,
it was
what
out
is
of
off
sync.
about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just made me think about it. And it just kind of sucked to see.
Agreed.
Because again, I like Lyra.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think she has a lot of potential. And the crowd already is behind her in some
they're
respects.
just it's not that she's doing anything wrong or the crowd isn't into her.
There's just something
it's
that isn't
something
clicking.
behind the scenes. They're missing something with what they're doing with her.
Yeah.
It's not on her.
And that's the hardest adjustment to make, I think.
How? Because how do you convince them to go a new direction with you and use you in a different way that will help you be a bigger star for them?
Yeah.
If they've already decided where they want you to be in the roster.
I think it's easier when
You
you
know?
have someone who you can completely reform their gimmick. Whereas
true.
I think it's much harder when you
Look
can
at
make
Naomi.
a slight adjustment. You know what I mean?
Look what happened with Naomi.
Exactly.
The
right.
best run she had of her whole career was when she went heel and switched her gimmick up.
Right.
And then she started getting cheered as a heel because it was so badass what she was doing. She was so much better once she made that character change that she became a babyface again without changing anything she was doing. People would just organically start cheering her because she was hard.
Yeah.
She was just, her character got cool. And she started being funny and hard and saying badass shit and laughing in people's faces when they say stupid shit. And
And it was unfortunate
it was more
timing
real.
that
It
she had
was.
to go out,
But to be fair, the reason she went out is because she's having a baby.
and that's
right?
fine. Yeah.
That's cool.
It just sucks that, you're on this upswing
Yeah.
and it looks really
She
good. for
did
you.
get a good run out of it though. And when she comes back, it's
She'll be picking up where she left
because she
off.
got a good run out of it. When she comes back, it's going to be so
Right.
epic. You know?
She'll hit the ground running for sure.
Yeah, I think she became a made woman with her last run,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
But yeah, I just feel like it's harder to make a small tweak than it is to do something like that, to reform somebody, like to entirely
I do.
that. Because you're already kind of on the right track, but it's just harder to kind of nudge yourself back on it, But yeah, Judgment Day, dude.
We're there. So we've been talking about it for a long time.
Well,
How
everybody's
like
been
someday
wanting it.
they're gonna, and yeah, that's not to say we're on some fucking edge or
this is
something.
just-
No, everybody's been saying, when are they gonna pull the trigger on this thing? And they've teased it a bunch, and then they don't do it, and then they tease it and they don't do it, and now we know, it was worth the wait because the way it went down was sick.
Yes.
The way it went down
Yeah.
was sick. The fact that it's been Finn getting back in his head what he really is as a main event level guy,
Yeah.
and the fact that the company's behind him enough to tell the story of Finn being a main event level guy means they see him as that.
Well, they've been putting him in main event
Yeah.
matches.
Yeah.
Right? Marquee
Yeah.
matches. So
Marquee matches
you
for the WWE
understand.
title
You
and shit.
kind of got the feeling that it was gonna start. Something was gonna pull him away from Judgment Day soon.
But having it be him finding his mojo again as a main event level guy was the coolest fucking way to do it.
Yeah.
You have him start to go, what am I doing with these bozos?
Yeah.
And then he decides to attack Dom.
Mhm.
And he hits him with the fucking Pele kick or whatever it is.
Yep.
And then they all go, oh, he's going to attack us? He's out. Fuck that. And they all jump him. And it makes so much sense, too, because now they can turn around and feud with Finn, right? And we can get Dom versus Finn. But they can do it in a way where they still can claim they're not the bad guys.
Right.
because they can go, he attacked me.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Right.
You turn on us, we all take you out.
Yeah,
We're family,
both
and we
sides.
wanted him to be family, and he attacked me.
Yes, this was the right way to do it.
And then Finn can turn around and go, fuck that.
Exactly.
You know?
He wins out. They both win out.
They
in
all
their own
sides
ways.
win.
Right.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
to have McDonough turn on Finn was nuts.
Yeah, that was. I
I loved it though, because it just showed. He's like, dude, I worked my ass off to be part of this family.
He's loyal to the Judgment
And now
Day.
you're gonna turn on us? Fuck you, dude.
And that's kind of been the theme with Judgment Day. It's like, we are Judgment Day. This is what it is. Like,
This is what we
we're
do.
loyal
We're-
to the faction.
To the Judgment Day.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
When all is said and done, it's going to be wicked tough to argue that Judgment Days, and if they're not the best faction ever, they're like top 3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to argue. Just the level of talent that's in it, but fuck the level of talent that's in it. The amount of compelling stories they've been able to use the Judgment Day in for the past like 4 years
right,
now.
with everyone who's
is
come and gone.
the bloodline is already came and went, and Judgment Day was still there and was involved with bloodline shit and outlasted the bloodline.
Yeah. That's
Like,
true.
how do you? And it's the same guys, relatively.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it mostly is. Yeah. Dom's been kind of the staple. He's kind of right now, he's the anchor, I would say.
Yep. Like initially, obviously, it was Edge started it, and he brought in Rhea and Priest, literally made them. Now they're 2 of the biggest stars in the company.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Priest is one of the top guys. He's like in that circle where he's a guy that at any time is always going to be involved in either big storylines, big feuds with other people that are just legacy feuds, like a Sheamus feud or some shit. That it's not for a title and it might not be the main event, but you're looking at 2 world champions.
Yeah.
It'd be like Taker versus Shawn at 25. Not that they're going to have that good of a match. What I mean is they weren't fighting for a title. Like, there were stakes, but it was really just about these.
You know?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
then work your way
you do.
from there.
Yep. Think longer term and book your way to it, especially because you can take all kinds of twists and turns, you know?
Long-term booking.
It ain't going to come off.
No, it's not. I saw it on like TikTok or some dumb shit, But yeah, that's I think that was it for me as far as what I watched over the last couple of weeks.
So real quick, I'll say JBL was on Undertaker's podcast, and it was the best episode of Undertaker's
Was he
podcast
on there?
ever.
That's cool.
Because JBL is like one of, if not his best friend. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So the conversations, that's so funny. The conversations they had on that podcast were so shot and so funny because they're just telling all these just weird road stories and shit. They talk about this time that JBL was he was on the road on a day off with like, who was it? What's that dude who was Barry Windham, right? He was on the road with Barry Windham and way back in like the 80s or whatever, or like late 80s, early 90s maybe. And he was on the road for some territory, and he was driving through the home state of Briscoe. Wherever that was, like whatever area Gerald Briscoe's from. So he had the dude take a picture of him with a Polaroid of him pissing on the like welcome to whatever sign to send to Briscoe. And while he's doing that, of all people, by pure chance, stopped on the side of the road, the Iron Sheik drives by and stops. And he's like, what? And he said Sheik gets out of his car and it's just, he said that Sheik thinks his name is Brad Shaw. not like John Bradshaw, but Brad Shaw. So he's calling him Mr. Shaw and Brad and shit.
That's hilarious.
Totally worth watching that episode. I thought it was the best episode of his show yet because of the chemistry between those two guys. And I'm intentionally not spoiling that story, but there's a million wicked funny stories.
Dude,
in it.
that's create a wrestler type shit. Brad Shaw, dude.
Yep. But I just wanted to bring it up because I was like, if you haven't seen that, you got to put it on while you're at work or something. You'll love it. You'll love it.
Well, yeah, I want to talk about WWE 2K26.
Yes.
Because it comes out tomorrow. So if you bought like the special edition thing, you've already had access for like a week or something. But it comes out tomorrow, probably at midnight tonight. It was really like everything I've seen is that it's actually great. The reviews have been pretty good. The coolest thing, and I think you're probably gonna love it, is that there's actually ragdoll physics now.
Yes. I have to have it.
Yeah.
Just for ragdoll physics in a wrestling game. By far the most overdue addition to a wrestling game since No Mercy is having just generic ragdoll physics on the guys.
Now, this is what I was looking at the other day because this was actually blowing me away.
Pre-order Joe Hendry pack.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe I should pre-order it then if I'm going to get it then.
No way, dude.
I'm going to have to do that now then. So this is really just like the way gaming is now, and it's disappointing. But I really do want to buy this game, and it sucks that I don't want to support this.
Yeah.
Because as we scroll down, it's going to get worse and worse.
Yep.
Now, this is the standard edition that comes out tomorrow. It is
This is so
$69.99, $70. Okay, already kind of ridiculous. And so all you get really is just your fucking...
That's the pre-order bonus. You get Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
And a couple Who Cares things, but all you wanted was Joe Hendry.
You get nothing really.
Yep.
Besides that. King of Kings edition is the deluxe edition. Okay.
That's
so
$100.
$100.
And you get 4 DLC superstars. Only 4.
So you get the Ringside Pass Season 1. You get your Joe Hendry pack or whatever.
You get 32,000 VC, which is scum.
Who cares about that? And then you get Triple H 98 and Stephanie 2000. Okay, great.
Cool.
Yay. Which I could just download from Community Creations or something probably. Attitude Era Edition. There's 4 editions of this game. $130 for the Attitude Era Edition. Okay, so now you're going to get everything that we already talked about. Plus,
every season, 1 through 4 season.
Which isn't all of them. That's
200 My Superstar attribute points, meaning they NBA 2K'd it, and you can't just do
NBA 2K, yeah.
Scum garbage.
I'm never playing that mode ever.
Ever.
So stop pushing it on me. It's just like Madden. Like I'm never gonna play Madden Ultimate Team, so I don't give a shit about any of that stuff.
Nope.
Just play franchise mode.
The only basketball game I play ever again is NBA Live 2005 on an emulator. Listen to me real quick if you see this. NBA Live 2005, play it, don't touch any sliders, except for turn the game speed down to 40% instead of 50. Actual most realistic basketball game you're ever going to play. I'm serious. Look it up. Get it. Dead serious.
I'll put it on my...
NBA Live 2005 is the best simulation basketball game I've ever played.
I'm sure
right
I'll
now.
remember it when
Right
I
now.
play it.
Yep.
So then you got the biggest, baddest edition, right? This is
so stupid.
Monday Night War edition. Okay, $150. $150 for a single fucking game, dude. That is insane to me.
Single game, and all that you're getting is characters you should fucking get anyways.
Now you get all of the season passes, 1 through 6. Now, if they do 7, you don't have that. You probably got to pay for that. Now they did announce who's going to be in these packs, which is.
I don't care, though.
It's like, if you're going to announce it, put them in it already.
Why can't you just make a finished full game with all...
I don't care about, like, I just don't care about, like, any of it, honestly. Because if I just buy the base game, that's fine for me, because you can just download all this shit through...
True.
Like,
it's the principle for me, though.
Yeah.
I'm never going to support... a gaming industry company that doesn't do what the only morally correct business model that's ever existed in gaming is, which is you make your game and you put as much content as you can in it in hopes to make the best game you can for the gamer, and then you sell it all to them as one package for one flat rate, and that's it. And then you just hope enough gamers like your game enough to buy it, because that's how it's supposed to be.
It's just not how it works
And now they
anymore.
go, find another WWE game. Oh,
Yep.
you can't? Watch me. I'll just play No Mercy.
Yeah. I just hope that the community creations like screen doesn't take forever. Like the way it worked last year is you have to scroll through. So like you search for something and then there's a bunch of pages, like hundreds of pages. Then you have to scroll through to like page 4 to get the one you want. Then you download it. It takes it like longer than it should. Then it will boot you out and back to page 1. So now you got to load everything to page 2, load everything to page 3.
And here's why it's a problem too, because community creations aren't official roster members, and you should be able to just get the fucking official roster members included in the goddamn game.
Yeah.
Like they're
Well, the UI,
no
I think,
one's gonna ever sell me
I think
on
it needs-
DLC being a good thing for gaming anymore. It's
Yeah.
just not going to be done.
I just think the community creations needs a better UI where you can like check everything you want,
Yes.
download it all at once.
Yes. Agreed with
Because
that.
it takes me, dude, like last year when I downloaded all the shit I wanted, and I didn't even get all the shit I wanted because I just gave up, but it took like hours to just download all of it before I was even really playing the game. So
Yeah,
I
and
don't
then
know.
you play it, and you get a Triple H from 99 that you downloaded from Creative Character, and you look at him, and he looks like shit because he wasn't just made by WWE
Right.
or
Well,
2K. Like,
that's the
I'm
thing
so,
is-
I can't tell you how sick I am of 2K having a monopoly on WWE games.
It's every
It's so shitty.
Everything
Everything now is monopolized,
Yeah.
even though we've been raised our whole lives told that monopolies are illegal, and everybody's just, they just get to have a monopoly now.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
it is a monopoly, but like they just sell it as they own the license, right? That's the way
Yes.
they sell it.
But exclusivity licenses are monopolizing.
Yeah, that's exactly
whether
what it
anybody
is.
likes it or not. Yep.
Duh.
Yeah. So this is a huge bummer. I can't wait to not play this until I get it for $10 on principle.
You'll probably just play it here if I get it.
Yeah.
But
To me, it's no different than when UFC goes, our pay-per-view 70, and I go, yeah, I bet I pay that.
right. Right.
You know?
Yeah, and I don't know. I kind of want a new wrestling game because it's been a
Me
while
too.
since I've gotten a good one.
Me too.
that's-
I just want a company
yeah.
to be human again,
Yeah, yeah.
or run by humans, and just make a good finished game
Yeah.
and then sell it.
Well, we were just talking about it at work the
You
other
know?
day, like how they can just buy a Star Wars license or whatever, put
Yep.
out some shit game,
And
and,
go-
then people buy it because it's the only
Because Star Wars,
game.
and they go, well, there's no other
Right.
Star Wars games.
I mean, we lucked out with Star
How
Wars.
can
dude.
anybody know that stuff like that is happening in the gaming industry and
Yeah.
think that it's in the best interest of fans? Like,
Exactly,
I don't
yeah.
get. It's like,
Well, to be fair, Fallen
like-
Order was awesome.
when people were trying to defend like the UFC White House card, and it's like, stop doing that and ask yourself, as a fan,
Yeah.
are you satisfied? No. Then what matters more than you being satisfied as the person the product is supposed to target?
Right.
It's missing the mark. So then why are you like, well, they're doing great. They're making billions of dollars. No, they're fucking not. They're not doing great. They're scamming.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's disingenuous to act like they're not. And that's what stuff like that does, and it pisses me off. It's disingenuous to act like they're trying to do fan service, because if they actually were, they would have just made a fucking whole game as one thing and sold it to you as one game.
Right.
Instead of having all these VC bucks and shit.
because it isn't for the fans. It's like the
No.
the corporations basically are.
It's to make sure a shareholder gets his
yeah,
pay.
it's more about that.
And the second you're worried about your shareholders instead of the fans that make you get to cash checks, you lose and your company tanks.
yeah, but it's just a microcosm.
It's just a
of-
matter of when.
It's a microcosm of the whole company, though.
It's a microcosm of corporate America right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, it's happening in every industry. And you're watching every industry crash because of it. And they're not going to fix it and just actually look out for the regular person. They're just going to lie and swear to their shareholders they're not tanking and shit.
Yeah. I'm honestly just more surprised that people spend that much money on.
Me too. They don't, though. That's what I'm trying to say. They don't. All of those NWO deals, they're going to sell a few thousand, and then they're going to sell 200,000 6 months from now when you can get it for $10 on GG deals.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
That's what so many people do, you know? And that's not just WWE 2K, you know?
I want to see if they have any sales numbers so far.
Who the fuck is buying the Monday Night War edition for $150 on Switch? You know what I mean? What are
Right.
you doing?
Yeah, on the Switch is crazy. Too,
That's
dude.
crazy to me.
Well, they probably won't have sales numbers. It's not even technically out until tomorrow.
PSA, WWE 2K26's $150 PS5 edition doesn't work the way most buyers would assume. Really?
So it reads like you. Okay, so you get season 1 through 6. I don't understand what they're trying to say here. I'm gonna pull this up. And
Oh, so you have to pay to get to unlock them with gameplay, is what it's saying. So not only
so
are
they're
the
locked.
so the characters aren't even unlocked by gameplay. You have to buy the stupid shit to get to unlock them in gameplay.
Right.
That's next level game ruining.
so you basically are buying the privilege to get to unlock them in the game.
Yep.
That is insane.
Yep. So it says that it's not just grinding is annoying and it costs money. It's premium edition wording sounds more straightforward than the system really is. Paid content is tied to progression instead of simple access, and progression has a monetary value because you can buy tiers. That is so scummy.
Right. You spend your VC or whatever. probably.
And normal match customization can negate progress.
That's so
Wow.
fucking insane.
They did everything in their power to make sure that the average wrestling fan who buys this game is fucked over. And
They-
it's
they-
such a bummer.
It's everything is a paywall.
Yup.
Everything is a paywall.
It's because it's 2K games making it, and that's what they do. Look at what they do with NBA 2K. When's the last time an acceptable NBA game came out? You know what I mean? When was it? Like NBA 2K11 or some shit? You go back and play it tomorrow and you're going to go, oh, they barely changed anything. No shit, because it's been that lazy for that long.
Yeah.
You know?
That's fair. I with NBA games, I probably only play one every like 5 to 8 years.
I play
or
one
something.
every day. NBA Live 2005.
No, well, that's what I buy. You know, like I bought like 23.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't buy them. I go on an emulator.
Yeah.
And I play NBA Street Volume 2, the objective best basketball game ever made, well universally agreed upon. And not because
Unless
it's
it's-
simulation.
Unless
It's
it's,
not simulation.
NBA Street Volume 2.
That's what I'm saying. NBA Street
NBA
Volume
Street
2.
Volume 2 and NBA Live. I guess 03 and 05 are the really good ones.
Yes,
Madden was really good in 03 too.
it was. Yep.
That like kind of era was when things were really good. But
That's because exclusivity
Because-
licenses were
Yeah.
illegal.
it's because you had Madden and 2K going at it.
And you had NBA Live and 2K going at it.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
with basketball games, I'll just buy one. Like, I'll buy like the last, like, I'll go back like 2 years or something.
And here's where
buy
WWE
that.
used to do good back then too, is they'd put out a SmackDown versus Raw, and they'd put out a competitor game of their own,
Yeah.
made by a different developer on a different console.
Right.
And so you'd end up with all these games like Day of Reckoning that was good,
Yeah.
you know, but it's completely forgotten. Well, it's not, but you know what I mean. There's a fan base for it, but it was just this non-WWE 2K game that's still a WWE game competing with the other WWE games.
Right,
And we
right.
don't get to have it.
Part of it was the console infrastructures were
Yes.
different. So they couldn't
Yes.
really port the game.
And now they don't do that because
They're just like, we'll make a
anything they
different
can
one.
do to be lazier and spend less money but make more money is
Yeah.
the only focus right now.
Yeah, that's so fucking insane.
Yep.
I
That,
just
I
was-
cannot believe that, dude. That
It got worse as we read it, but
Yeah.
like just when I read that initial article going through the prices in general
You're
of
like,
buying the
what?
game, I'm like, I cannot believe it's up to $149.
I will have that game when it's $10 for the Monday Night War edition on GG Deals.
Yeah.
And
That's
it will be.
It's just absolutely insane, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know, dude. That's it for me. as
Same,
far as I'm
yeah.
concerned.
Yeah, that was the last thing we intended to talk about was the game.
Right.
Because that's the thing. The gameplay looks good and it looks fun and I want to play it. But the pricing and the real money mechanics shit is so greasy, it's tough to support it at full price on principle for me.
Exactly. That's what I'm
You know?
saying. I really want to play it.
Yeah.
But I just don't. First of all, I don't want to spend $70, but also
No.
I don't want to support that.
I don't want to support that. And so I'll find a way to play it without supporting that.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Yeah,
That's it.
always good.
We'll
Solid
see you.
50 in the bank, brother. Let's go.
That's right. 50 more.
Yeah. 50
All right.
more.
We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Peace out.
Peace.